n'est ni la couleur de sa peau, ni son origine,
ni sa race qui font la valeur d'un individu.
C'est avant tout son intelligence et sa culture.
La culture est un ensemble de normes créées et respectées par l'homme. Elle est acquise et non innée, évolutive et subjective, et aussi un facteur de rassemblement des individus.
Culture is that complex state that includes knowledge, belief, art, morality, law, custom, and all other abilities and habits acquired by men as a member of society. Entre tradition et modernité, le Maroc est un royaume à fort potentiel qui possède tous les atouts pour séduire les amateurs du grandiose. Peuple accueillant et culture authentique s'entremêlent dans un cadre convivial et un paysage à couper le souffle. Partir à la découverte du pays de l'extrême couchant reste une expérience enrichissante et pleine de surprises.
Morocco has two official languages, which are not always used interchangeably in the public sector. Officially, the language in Morocco is Arabic, sometimes known elsewhere in the Arab world as the modern standard Arabic. If you are completing any legal documents, such as house contract or rental contract, they will need to be in Arabic, as opposed to French. The reason for this is that all the Moroccan court system is conducted only in Arabic. The second official language is French. Depending upon the orientation of a company business is often conducted in either French or Arabic. Most often, Darija for speaking and classical for written work. See discussion below, or both. 4 separate Berber languages exist, 3 of which are spoken in Morocco, yet all are collectively referred to as Berber. If someone says they speak Berber, we cannot know which of the Berber languages he speaks, without more precision. 3 different Berber languages are spoken in Morocco. Rifan is used in the north, the region of the Rif Mountains. Tamazight is used in the Heights and Middle East Mountains. Shloh is used in the southeastern regions of the Anti Atlas Mountains and in the Desert Oasis region.
La musique marocaine, très riche, se caractérise par sa grande diversité d'une région à l'autre. On trouve la musique arabe comme Shabi, El-Aïta des plaines atlantiques, le Kalab, Dachaoui, Ourdera, Hamra, le Mlhoun, l'Andalousie des grandes villes, Mknas, Fas, Salé, Tétouan, Oujda, ou encore le Hassani dans le sud du Sahara. On trouve aussi la musique amazière comme l'Argada du Rif, de l'oriental dont fait partie le Rif oriental, le Ahidous du Moyen Atlas et Ahouach du Souss. Par ailleurs, il existe une nouvelle génération de jeunes qui crée une musique qui synthétise l'esprit marocain aux influences venues du monde entier. Blues, rock, metal, reggae, ou, rap marocain, etc. Chaque genre et groupe musical est constitué de sous-groupes régionaux et en outre divisé entre musique moderne et traditionnelle.
The family is the most significant unit of Moroccan life and plays an important role in all social relations. The individual is always subordinate to the family or group. All people are respected and often exert influence on the rest of the family. When Moroccans greet each other, they take their time and converse about their family, friends, and other general topics. A handshake are customary greeting between individuals of the same sex. Once a relation has developed, it is common to kiss on both cheeks, starting with the left cheek, while shaking hands, men with men and women with women. In any greeting that does take place between men and women, the woman must extend her hand first. If she doesn't, a man should bow his head in greeting.
Le tagine n'est rien d'autre que le plat dans lequel cuit le ragoût qui lui a pris son nom. Une base de viande, agneau ou poulet et tous les légumes qu'il plaira au cuisinier d'ajouter. Du citron confit à l'aubergine et de l'amande au pruneau. Plus des épices savamment dosées. En fait, un tagine n'est jamais deux fois le même. Autre grand classique, c'est le couscous que l'on mange salé au sucré salé. Il est bon quand la semoule est bonne. Les pastillas sont un plat de fête. Ce sont des feuilles de briques farcies au pigeon, au poulet, au poisson ou au vermicelle. Les Marocains apprécient particulièrement le halala ou soupe de pois chiches, la bissara, soupe de fèves. À cette base de légumes vient s'ajouter épices, condiments de viande qui font de ces soupes un repas complet. Autant de légumes, autant de complets, autant de salades, concombres, tomates, poivrons, carottes, betteraves, etc. Toute la gamme est mise à contribution. Enfin, pour ceux qui ont encore une petite faim, les pâtisseries en général sont à base d'amandes et sucrées. En ce qui concerne la boisson phare du Maroc, c'est le thé à l'amande. Bien entendu, il est partout vu, sans cesse proposé. Il appartient à la tradition marocaine. Si vous voulez boire une bière par contre, il faut chercher un bar. Ils servent des boissons alcoolisées, ce que ne font pas les cafés ou certains hôtels ou pensions.
Ville impériale du Maroc, Rabat, Meknès, Fès et Marrakech sont admirables tant sur le plan architectural que sur le plan culturel. Traditionnelles et modernes à la fois, les anciennes villes impériales dévoilent leurs trésors et secrets au rythme des promenades. Fès concentre tellement de sites touristiques et de monuments qu'il est illusoire de penser qu'on peut l'explorer en une seule journée. Parmi les plus célèbres, citons entre autres le Palais Royal, le Musée des Arts et des Traditions d'Al-Btha, la Mosquée Qarawin et la Mosquée Andalus.
And Mediterranean, bound by outstretching coastline, roaring canyons, and a hint of the Sahara Desert. There are spoils of contrasting landscapes to explore in Morocco. Here are the ultimate reasons why Morocco is a great place for everyone. Number 1. Old imperial cities with plenty of history and character. Morocco has 4 imperial cities: Marrakech, Fes, Meknes, and Rabat. Rabat is the current capital city. Although a modern city at first glance, it has several interesting historical attractions, such as the Kasbah of the Udayas, the Old Medina, and the Hassan Tower. The former capital of Fes boasts plenty of stunning architecture, though it is perhaps most known for its large tanneries and for being home to one of the oldest universities in the world. Meknes has one of the most impressive monumental gates in all of Morocco. Bab el Mansour, horse-drawn carriages are a great way to explore the charming and relaxed imperial city. Number 2. Gorgeous beaches along the stretching coastlines. Morocco has beaches along both the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. There are many lovely beaches to relax on. Popular holiday spots with foreign visitors include Tangier and Agadir, while Asila attracts mainly locals and Spanish visitors. Although fairly undervisited by international tourists, places like El Hadida or Lydia see significant numbers of domestic tourists during the summer months. The most popular beaches typically have great facilities within easy reach, and some destinations, such as Essaouira, are perfect for lovers of water sports. Number 3. Diverse mountain ranges appeal to fans of the outdoors. Morocco's Atlas Mountains have 3 separate ranges: the High Atlas, the Middle Atlas, and the Anti-Atlas. Each offers a variety of hiking experiences for people of all experience and skill levels. Jebel Toubkal is the country's highest mountain, located in the High Atlas Mountains. Easily reached from Marrakech, the soaring giant attracts many outdoor lovers all year round. Hiking, mountain biking, and horse riding are among the attractions people can enjoy in Morocco's mountains, as well as visiting Berber villages, bird spotting, and seeing local wildlife. Number 4. Easy access to the stunning Sahara Desert. The vast and arid Sahara Desert is the world's largest hot desert. There are several places in Morocco from where you can begin expeditions into the desert, and there are plenty of experienced operators offering trips to remember. Camping trips are popular. Marvel at the abundance of twinkling stars in the dark night skies, devoid of any light pollution, and listen to the sounds of nothingness. The sight of large dunes and remote oases will linger for a long time. Number 5. Mixed cultural influences from Arabs, Berbers, and others. Morocco's population is made up of both Arabs and Berbers, with each group having contributed to the rich traditions and cultural practices that can be observed in the country today. You will also be able to spot influences from Andalusia, from the times where Andalusian Muslims moved to North Africa. There are also legacies from the colonial era, with French, Portuguese, and Spanish influences seen in different parts of the country. Especially interesting for a predominantly Islamic nation, there have also been influences from Jews in Morocco. Number 6. Exquisite architecture all around the country. The cultural diversity of Morocco is reflected in the varied architectural beauties that can be found all across the nation. From majestic mosques to traditional ryads, and from brilliant palaces to sublime centers of religious study, Morocco has many fabulous buildings to admire. Many buildings feature the traditional tile work, known as zalij, as well as decorative carvings, woodwork, and plasterwork. Some of Morocco's most beautiful buildings include the Hassan II Mosque in Casablanca, the Saadian tombs in Marrakesh, the Grand Mosque in Tangier. Number 7. Excellent shopping at the vibrant souks. Every major city and town in Morocco has at least one souk, with most larger settlements having more than one. Souks are traditional marketplaces where locals go to buy an array of wares. In some areas, souks may set up on particular days of the week, while the markets are held daily in other places. The souks have become something of a magnet for shopping-loving travelers, drawn by the evocative colors and scents and the overall sense of the exotic. Common items to peruse and buy include spices, clothing, lamps, tea sets, musical instruments, and shisha pipes, as well as a range of souvenirs and more touristy destinations. Number 8. Delicious cuisine to satisfy varied tastes. Morocco is known for its tasty cuisine. Spices are found in abundance in a typical Moroccan kitchen, adding plenty of flavor to dishes. Bread is a staple food, and there are various types, such as khobz, emsaman, and bagrir to enjoy. Meat is a common ingredient in Moroccan dishes, with lamb, mutton, beef, and chicken being the most common. Seafood and fish are especially plentiful in coastal areas. Sardines are a particular favorite in Morocco. Number 9. Wide range of accommodations to suit all tastes and budgets. From plush 5-star hotels to rustic tented camps in the mountains, Morocco offers a place to stay to suit all budgets, comfort levels, and expectations of adventure. Travelers can stay in traditional Moroccan accommodations known as ryads and dars, in the old medinas of many cities. This is a perfect way to experience life as a local. With smaller properties, it is sometimes possible to rent the entire establishment for a private stay. Number 10. Tolerant society with hospitable people. Morocco is known for being one of the most tolerant of the Arab nations. The country is relatively safe, peaceful, and stable.
Cultural values are passed down through generations in the form of symbols and stories that make them easier to understand.
Culture is not inherited biologically, but it is socially supported by men in a society. It is not an innate but acquired tendency by the man from the association of others. For example, drinking, eating, dressing, walking, behaving, and even reading are all learned by men.
La société marocaine est issue d'une tradition agro-pastorale où l'honnêteté est placée au rang de vertu. Les Marocains entretiennent un rapport étroit au sacré. Ils aiment le travail bien fait et sont de fins négociateurs. Au Maroc, l'hospitalité est un devoir. Riche d'une histoire millénaire, le Maroc a toujours su profiter des apports des sociétés qu'il a côtoyées. La mondialisation, la migration, l'évolution du monde contemporain projettent la société marocaine vers de nouveaux horizons où se côtoient tradition et modernité. Et comme Nietzsche a dit, la culture c'est avant tout une unité de style qui se manifeste dans toutes les activités d'une nation.